I'm watching that last one say cool. And I'm like, oh, I need some more glasses. Good day, everybody. Good day, good day, good day. Good day, Pastor Al. It's good to see you. Good day, Miss Bliss. Pamela, it's good to see you. Thank you all for joining in for today's Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP is an acronym that means spirit and practice, because we're all about the practice, because practice makes progress. And you know what else makes progress? Play. Play makes progress. And that is our theme for this week. And it's also my monthly theme, this month's theme for Rockland CSL. Our theme is Power Play. Power Play. So let's do a little check-in. Has anyone played yet? Has anyone played yet? Has anyone played? I played yesterday. So I took out my jacks, and my intention was to play jacks with myself. And I started working on some things. And before I knew it, it was late afternoon. My girls just came home from work, and Zola saw it on the table. She was like, oh, what's that? And I said, it's Jack. So she said, oh, cool. I said, you want to play? And she said, sure. Right? So I was like, yay. So we got on the floor and we played a robust game of jacks. I won, of course, because I have much more practice in it. The kids, these kids these days, they don't play jacks. They don't play jacks, right? So it was very funny watching my daughter try to navigate the ball and catching the jacks. And then, of course, Davy the cat gets in on the fun, and he starts running after the ball every time we bounce the ball. It was hilarious. I wish it was recorded, because we had a blast. We had a lot of fun. So I see Lindsay says she played. Good, Lindsay. Let me know what you played. Ron played. Ron, let me know what you played. Yes, Pamela, girl, get you some jacks. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. They need an app for jacks. No apps. No apps. No apps. We are going to actually play with our own two hands, because don't get me going. No apps. We are playing with all of this. We are playing. And I'm going to tell you why in a few minutes. Okay. All right. Okay, Bonnie. Good, because I'm going to have to come get you. All right, because we know that we are in the midst of a play deficit, right? At some point, we cross over into adulthood, and play takes a plumage. It just goes all the way down, right? Yes, Linda said, when I was a young girl, played jacks and boys played with marbles. I played marbles too, though, when I was a kid. I loved marbles also. So I'm glad that it's getting your juices flowing. Yes, bringing back those good memories. It's really important. So it's important because play is essential. It's an essential part of the developmental process. That's why babies, children, baby animals, even insects, even trees, y'all, even trees play. Every form of nature plays, right? And you don't have to teach children, babies, how to play. It's just part of who we are. It's part of our makeup, right? Because creation plays. That's how we got here. That's the really short version of how we got here. But creation plays, right? So we have the opportunity to reconnect to play. Play has a biological, physiological impact on our brains. It creates new neural connections in our brains. That's like amazing, right? Playing does that. So I want to share a story. It is hot in here today. Let me get I named my fan Simone because Simone gave it to me. So let me get my Simone fan so I could cool down a little bit. I got hyper play. So I want to share a story that Stuart Brown shares in his book, Play. Hold on. Okay. So I'm reading this book, Play by Stuart Brown, this month. How it shapes the brain, opens the imagination, and invigorates the soul. So I shared a little bit about some of the things he wrote yesterday. And so today I want to share a story that he includes in the book. Oh, that feels so good. All right. I love learning too. I'm learning so much, y'all, because I never heard of a sea squirt. Have you heard of a sea squirt? Never heard of a sea squirt. Okay. The sea squirt is an ugly creature. I don't think that's very nice that he called a sea squirt an ugly creature. In its adult form, it has a tubular shape that resembles a sponge or a worm. And in its larval form, it looks like a tadpole. Still, the sea squirt is one of our most ancient relatives. Its primitive nervous system makes it more closely related to humans than sponges and corals it resembles. Interesting, right? In this larval form, it has a primitive spinal cord and a bundle of ganglia that acts as a functional brain. This tiny brain helps it move selectively towards nutrients and away from harm. Like most oceanic creatures, juvenile sea squirts spend their time growing and exploring the sea, i.e., playing, exploration, growing, exploring the sea. However, once the sea squirt grows to adulthood, it attaches itself permanently to a rock or a boat's hull or piling. It no longer needs to monitor the world as it did as a juvenile because the passing current provides enough nutrients for it to survive. Its life becomes purely passive. The adult sea squirt becomes the couch potato of the sea. Sekou found a picture of a sea squirt. Blow that up, Sekou. Let's see it. It's not ugly. It's not ugly, Stuart Brown. It's kind of cute. It kind of looks like a sculpture of some kind, right? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. As an adult, it basically becomes the couch potato of the sea. In a surprisingly disgusting twist, the sea squirt digests its own brain. It digests its own brain. Without a need to explore or find its sustenance, the creature devours its own cerebral ganglia. It's like something out of a Stephen King book. All work and no play makes Sea Squirt a brain eating zombie. The Sea Squirt is an example of a basic principle of nature: use it or lose it. Either we grow and develop or we waste away. The sea squirt stops moving, and many higher animals stop playing. And guess what? The brain stops growing, and developing. But not for humans. For humans, the brain keeps developing long after we leave adolescence, and play promotes that growth. We are designed to be lifelong players, built to benefit from play at any age. So the C squirt has a very small window in which it's playing and exploring and developing. And then once it hits adulthood, it's over. It attaches itself to a rock or a boat, and then it eats its own brain because it doesn't need it anymore, because it's not doing anything. It's basically became, as Stewart said, a couch potato of the sea, right? So what I'm saying is this: don't be a C squirt. Don't be a C squirt, right? We can have C squirt tendencies, can't we? Couch potatoes, right? Right? The C squirt attaches itself to a rock and then eats its brain, eats its own brain, right? But we attach ourselves to things too. We attach ourselves to TV screens. We attach ourselves to our phones, right? That's equivalent to attaching yourself to a side of a boat or a rock, because you're not doing anything with your brain. You're not actively stimulating the neurotransmitters and making new connections. That is one of the benefits of play. That was very interesting to me, right? I will forever, now that Sekou found a picture of it, I will forever have that image in my mind with on those days where I'm just like a lump on the log, right? Get up and play for 5 minutes. Don't be a C squirt, Melissa. Don't be a C squirt. So we need to continue to grow. And the fact that play helps us to do that, helps us to do that, is exciting for me. So come on, y'all. Have that play date with yourself, right? The other day, yesterday, I started thinking about other things that I want to play. Other things that I want to play. So I'm going to get some pickup sticks. You know the game that I really love playing? Connect Four. You remember Connect Four? Because it's strategy, right? I love Connect Four. So today's takeaway is this: don't be a C squirt, right? Let's stop attaching ourselves to things that don't stimulate our lives, right? That doesn't foster growth and development. Because we are blessed that we continue to grow and develop as adults. But we got to use it or we lose it. All right? All right. So play date, at least one day this week to play for 20 minutes. Just one day this week. Play for 20 minutes with yourself or with others, and use your imagination. Use your imagination. All right. All right, y'all. Wasn't that good? I think I'm going to send this to Bob Roth. I think he would get a kick out of this. Bob Roth is the CEO of the David Lynch Foundation, and he leads group TM, Transcendental Meditation sessions twice a day. And in the morning, he usually talks about the genius of nature. And it could be anything like porcupines or hippopotamus. Did y'all know hippopotamus were the most dangerous animals? Hippos don't play. Found that out on TM, right? So I think he would get a kick out of learning about the C squirt. I hope you got a kick out of learning about the C squirt. All right, y'all, let's get into some joy news. So join me Sunday for Living Life in Joy. 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're in our new month of July. Last Sunday, I shared the replay of my sermon, Body of Truth, where I shared how we are in a place of blossoming, that we are in a place of blossoming no matter what's going on in the world. Let's be intentional about what we're doing, right? And the kickoff for that, what connected all that for me was the Supreme Court ruling overturning Roe v. Wade. So I shared that last Sunday. We'll see what I shared this Sunday. After Living Life in Joy, we have Sunday in Praise, Rockland CSL, where I'm the spiritual director, senior minister. And as I shared, July is our power play theme. And this Sunday, my topic is built for play. We are built for play. So please join me 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time at Rockland CSL. Go there, click on Sunday service, join us on Zoom, or you can watch us live stream on Facebook. Also, this Friday, please check out Lindsay's new show, PIP, Practicing Infinite Possibilities, 12 noon Eastern Time. Wonderful show. I really enjoyed your first show, Lindsay. It was amazing. And Lindsay loves the brain stuff too. So I know you like this C-squirt information, Lindsay. So check out Lindsay, 12 o'clock Eastern Time on New Thought Media Network. Today is Wednesday. Yes, today is Wednesday. I'm all over the place with Joy News today as far as the order is concerned. But today I'm doing visioning, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, go to rocklandcsl.org, click on Hour of Power, and you will be in the Zoom room. And our visioning today is going to focus on expansion. So what is God's idea of expansion in your life? If you've been feeling like stuck or not clear about what your next steps are, come on, join me for visioning. You do not have to have experience with visioning. I walk you through the whole process. We do a meditation, we answer some questions, and we ask questions, and we open ourselves up to Spirit's answer. Okay? It's fun. It's fun. So join me for that. And then next week, July 13th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, meditation with the moon. Meditation with the moon. Okay? And you'll know on the days that we have meditation with the moon, we don't have SIP at 10:30. SIP is at 8:30 on July 13th. I will remind you. All right? All right. So let me check in with Sekou. I'm reading some of the comments. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela. Pamela said, great Sunday service. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lindsay might tell the story of the C squirt, not C square, C squirt. All right, girl, have at it. Oh, today's the Dalai Lama's birthday. Okay, 86 years old. Shout out to the Dalai Lama. Oh, actually 87. Shout out to the Dalai Lama. Happy birthday to him. All right, Sekou, what did you thought of the sea squirt? Who knew?
Yeah, that's interesting. It actually made me think about Jordan Peterson. In his book, he writes about lobsters. And he said, now there's some debate about whether or not what he said is true or not. But this is what he said in the book. He said that lobsters fight a lot. And so they have this pecking order of dominance that they create when they fight. So the men fight, and if you win, if a lobster wins, it structures his brain as a winner. If a lobster loses, his brain kind of crumbles in a sense. And even if he was previously a winner, he becomes a loser, has to start over from scratch. So it's like, even if that's not factually true, it's like the idea of you encounter defeat and then you have to rebuild yourself. You have to choose to rebuild yourself is one that has been helpful to me. And I don't know, you talking about the sea squirts, just made me think about this story about the lobsters and how, I don't know if it's true, but it's been helpful to me in thinking about it. And so same thing for C-squares. It can be helpful to you in how you move about your life. Like you were talking about getting attached to the sofa, right? Like the C-square attaches itself to a rock. Yeah, you get attached to a sofa or to a TV or all these other things. You have to be mindful of examples that move you to action in real life. And for me, both of those are effective. The C-squirt, which I just learned about from you, and the lobsters that I learned about from Jordan Peterson.
Yes, right? Look, there's so much information, right? And so we just find something that resonates and then we could use it. Because I will never forget the C-squirt now.
Right.
You know, when I feel like I don't feel like doing nothing, I'm just going to lay here on the couch and binge watch for 5 hours.
Veg out.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have this picture of that.
Now I'm going to have a picture of this.
C-squirt.
C-squirt. No.
Eating its own brain.
Eating its own brain. Because it don't need it anymore. Because it's not using it anymore.
Yikes.
That's something. That's something. Thank you, Sekou. Thank you.
I just want to admit that I have not done well on play. Bonnie said she was kidding about using an app. That's what I've been using for play. I've been using apps, using gaming apps. So I'm gonna have to rework something. Y'all better watch me.
Game apps on our phone don't count as play. No. Like we going old school, y'all. Old school. Before technology. Old school play. All right. So let me know what you're doing and keep going. Just keep going. So I will see you all tomorrow as we continue playing this week. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.